Welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. If you need a roof, make sure you call Ireland Contracting, 1-800-NEW-ROOF. They're the best in the business. They're #1 in Pittsburgh. Not only do they do roofs, they do siding, they do windows, they do gutters, they do roofs. They do just about everything. You know, I'm thinking about giving Ireland Contracting a call because, you know, I have a porch in my backyard. It's a screened-in porch, you know, and I want to basically make it like a sunroom. And I want to turn those screens into glass, sliding glass doors, and make it like a room that my kids can play in the winter and do something like that. And I think I'm going to be calling Ireland Contracting, 1-800-NEW-ROOF. Hopefully they do that. We're going to find out this week, and I'll let you know. All right, let's go out to the phone lines. We're going out to Jay out in Pittsburgh. What's up, Jay?
Hey, what's going on, Rich?
Hey, thanks for calling.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the outfitters. If anybody that you might get somebody for is Dickerson, and I was kind of wondering when you think Gong is going to come up.
Well, right now he's on the DL. I thought he was going to be the next one recalled, but he has some kind of wrist issue, and he hasn't played, so they have to get him healthy. They brought up Moroff when they put Sean Rodriguez on a DL, and I personally don't think Rodriguez is going to be playing again this year. When he does get healthy, they might find some kind of mysterious injury and put him on a 60-day DL or just DFA him. I think it's time. You're going to be bringing Gung up at some point when he gets healthy. He's a guy you got to see what he can do. And he's also a backup shortstop, too. And he's going to be your shortstop because, personally, I think they're going to trade Jordy Mercer. This is the only you have to get something for him because he's going to walk next year. Mercer is a free agent at the end of the year, and as much as I don't want them to try to sign him, they're not going to have that kind of money to sign Jordy Mercer. And so you got to get something for him, no matter what it is. Even if it's a double-A prospect, you got to get something for Mercer. And I think you'll get a decent return for that guy. I think if you're talking about outfielders, the guy you're going to get the most return for is Starling Marte. But you're going to have someone in the long term. Can you re-sign Corey Dickerson? Because he's up for arbitration next year, too. He's making 6 and some change. He's probably going to make 10 with the kind of numbers he's putting up. I mean, yes, he's declined a little bit lately, but, yeah, I mean, you're going to trade an outfielder, I think, or do something with that. And you're not trading Austin Meadows, I can tell you that. So who's the one that they're going to trade? You're probably right. I think if you had to bet on it, I would bet that they're going to trade Dickerson.
And how about the catcher? I know he's hurt right now with the
Cervelli.
With the concussion. But I kind of like Diaz a little better, man. And
well,
think
he's made
younger.
Yeah, he blew a couple games for him this year, but he is younger, and he's got to get his arm, his arm right. I mean, he's some wild throws, but he has a good bat. I do like Cervelli, not at the price tag, but I like him because he's a good locker room guy. He's a guy that I want at the plate in clutch situations, personally. He just gets hurt all the time, and that's why I don't think he's worth his contract.
Yeah, he's always hurt.
Yeah, no question.
Thanks for the call, Rich.
All right, thanks a lot, Jay. I appreciate it. Let's go out to Pete.
All right, talk to you later.
You too. Let's go out to Pete in Squirrel Hill. How you doing, Pete?
My main man, Rich. How are you today?
What's up, buddy? Thanks for calling.
This 93-mile-an-hour heat. Did you play 36 today?
Oh, no, but I'm playing 18 tomorrow. I didn't play. I hung out at the pool all day.
You know what? You know what? If I wasn't going to come back as Mick Jagger, I want to come back as you.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, Pete. Thanks for calling in. What do you got for me tonight?
The reason I'm calling is I'm number one question and one comment. How much does Josh Harrison make, Rich?
I think he's up around $10 million, $12 million. He's going to make more next year.
Rich, he's not what? His career high for homers is what? Maybe 15.
Yeah.
He's never driven in 75 runs. I mean, no way in the world, $10 million, he has to go.
You know what? They signed him to, they thought there was a team-friendly deal a few years ago. I don't know what is. I know it goes up drastically next year. I thought he was around $10 million this year. So I think he goes up to, his average salary was 6.8, and looking at it right now, he's $10 million this year, he's $10 million next year, and it goes up to 11.5. Yeah, you didn't want to pay Neil Walker to play second base that kind of money, and you paid Josh Harrison. Now I do like this guy as a leadoff guy, as a like a rah kind of guy. He can get this team going. He's a good guy, a good guy for the team. But yeah, I don't know if he's worth $11 million.
One more thing, Rich. about the state of the organization. If you look back over the past 4 years in Major League Baseball, the Giants won 3 World Series. The Royals have gone to 2, and they won 1. The reason they did so, Rich, they did not give away runs. They fielded the ball. They were so fundamentally strong. The Steelers, I'm sorry, Rich, the Pirates are really bad defensively. They can't field, Rich. So how do we expect to get to the playoffs, win a series, get to the World Series, and maybe win a title when you can't field the ball? I just want to get your feelings.
Hey, Pete,
that. Thank you.
You know, that's a great point. When you look across the diamond and across the outfield, Josh Bell, mediocre at best at first base. Josh Harrison has some range. He's a pretty above-average second baseman. Jordy Mercer, solid shortstop. And then you look at Colin Moran, another below-average fielder. You got 2 below-average fielders at the corners. In the outfield, Gregory Polanco might be the worst fielding outfielder in the majors in right. Starling Marte, he's a Gold Glover out there in left field, in center field. And in the left field, you got Corey Dickerson. Okay, average. He's been playing well out there. Cervelli's a good defensive catcher. He's a good catcher. I like having him. If you don't have to worry about money, I don't know how many of these guys that I would want to keep or get rid of. I do like Mercer at short. I do like Cervelli for a few more years behind the plate if we're not talking about money and trying to get good deals here. I want to see the upside on Josh Bell. I don't want to trade him. I don't want to trade Polanco right now, even though he's your worst fielder. I like the potential you have at that bat. For me, I don't know what they're going to do, but I think they got to sell. That's my opinion. You got to sell and try to rebuild. I wish they would say they're going to rebuild instead of this retooling thing, because all retooling does is keep you in the middle of the pack. You're either going to be really, really bad and get one of the top picks, or you want to be really good. You don't want to be in the middle of the pack, and that's kind of what's been happening to the Pirates. You want to just unload all your stuff, and then you can get a really good draft pick if you are awful next year. So that's my advice. But, they want to try to get people in the seats. But this is going to backfire on them because they're already down 30%. No one's going to games anymore. And if they're bad again this year, no one's going to go to games next year. How many more people can they lose? All right, we got to go to break. I'm going to take more phone calls coming up next. 412-575-2600 is your number. Back in a couple minutes.